for joining me today on this session. So, before we go ahead with it, I would quickly would want to hear from you. At the young age, you have completed CMA US. So, and right now you are teaching people, teaching working professionals and many fresh graduates. So, can you just quickly let us know like what exactly inspired you for the US CMA and how was your journey? Like, what was your experience?
Sure. So first of all, let me introduce myself. I am Aman Aswani. I am a qualified US CMA, and my journey for US CMA has always been a ups and downs, just like a roller coaster. Like I started in 2022 when I didn't do anything. Like I was not doing anything about US CMA. My major goal was doing CA, but there were so many things which let me do this US CMA and made me do this. So I started with 2022. I gave my first paper in 2023. Yeah. So by the time I was giving, I didn't clear my BCom. I was doing my little job, which was based on this accounting and all. And at that time also I was teaching. But at that time I was teaching small students, like commerce background students, we can say.
Okay. Basically college-going students or like students who are prepared for commerce. Okay. So like from your journey of a CA to CMA US, this transition, very like usually people who are doing CA, they usually opt for US CPA. Like there are CAs who also go for CMA US, but what exactly inspired you to go from CA to CMA US? Like was it the demand? Like what actually interested you?
Actually, what happened? I never started CA.
Okay.
But as being a Sindhi, I always wanted something that is recognizable. I want something that is pleasure to be given under that category. I always wanted that. At the same time, as I told, I am Sindhi. I want something that is time efficient and cost effective. So
so that's a typical Sindhi mind you had.
Yes. So one of my friends introduced me to US CMA. Actually, I knew that there is a course. We had a seminar in our school when we were in 11. So I just started with US CMA only. I just thought let's do it because that time I was just having very much mess up. Like everything was just end for me at that time. So I got this thing and I just started.
Okay. So Aman, like when you started your CMA US journey, then you completed CMA US journey, you even have a work experience, and now you are teaching professional students who are opting for who are preparing for CMA US. So what difference you get to see? Like when you had started your CMA US journey and the CMA US journey that are being pursued by today's generation where youngsters are working professionals. So there is a gap. We get to see a gap. Like if I talk about in my experience when I started my career as an academic counselor in the year 2013, you can say. So the demand was really high. Like the demand is still there. So but that time we were like what I experienced was more of working professionals. But now we get to see youngsters, students who are completing class 12 and they are aware of CMA US, college going students, like students who are in BCom, first year, second year, they are interested. So this transition of the US CMA demand has increased in India, right? So how do you see this journey from, the time you had done and the time when, what we are getting to see in these days?
Correct. Actually, it is all about awareness. I wasn't aware about anything. No resources, nothing. I didn't know anything.
I agree. Yes.
So at that time, the resources were there, but they were not much marketable. So we were not able to see all these things. And at the same time,
what we get
not on LinkedIn. Correct. Now we can see so many things. Like people are just shifting towards this only in this current situations. So that's the only major thing I find myself, that there was a lack of awareness at that time, and now it's just completely changed scenario. Like students get everyone. Like professionals are helping people to guide them, to aware them. But at our time, there was nothing like that.
Yes, I agree to this. Like the awareness has increased, and thanks to us, social media market these days, the awareness of that has reached to the youngsters, the group, which we didn't see 10 years back from now. So now, tell me one thing, Aman. Like since you're teaching, working professionals and also, what is the difference that you get to see in these two categories? Like, is it these youngsters are moving ahead with management accounting program. So how do you see their interest? Like what exactly makes them tend to go for CMA US? Like working professionals, we understand they want to go for a better job opportunities, a better pay, job role, a better pay scale. But when it comes to the college going students, so what are the things points you are as a trainer, as a faculty, what exactly, how do you analyze this awareness which is making the young youth the youth going for USCMA? So as a trainer, how do you experience this?
Actually, what is happening now? Like every student wants to have this title of professional. So first they want that value, which USCMA provides the best. Second, the gates for various multinational companies open for such students. Because just doing bachelor's or MCom won't much create any value. It will, but at the same time, your mindset changes while doing USCMA. You explore various things. You know how to decide all various decision-making process you can learn. So that helps the students which are now going towards this. And at the same time, as I told, students are now very much, we can say, aware about all such things. Once they are completing their 10th, they are aware like what they have to do. They are firm that we have to just achieve our things. And USCMA gives various things like time consuming, a community to expand, which everyone wants. So that is a thing that I observe about the students. And CA looks so lengthy and everything, while it's flexible.
Yes, this is one of the major points. You can compare to other professional courses, USCMA can be achievable within a span of say 10 to 12 months. That I agree.
Correct.
So Aman, there have been many myths also, about CMA US. Still, I feel many individuals who are planning, whether it's a working professional or college students. So for coming to working professional, there is a big you can say a myth or kind of a fear which plays in their mind. Like, can working professionals actually achieve this qualification along with their job? For college students, there are there are questions basically what are the questions which I used to receive specifically from these youngsters, ma'am, I'm just appearing for my board exam, will I be eligible to do this course? Or is this course very tough? If I'm doing along with my graduation, will I be able to complete it? So how as a trainer would you advise whether it's professionals or fresh graduates or students who are still exploring the market, whether they should go for USCMA, and if they are going for USCMA, what strategies, what tip as a trainer would you suggest to them?
So basically, I have taught students from those students who have just completed their 12th board exams, and the professionals whose age is around 40, 45, almost 50. I have taught. Those ages also I have taught.
Okay.
So I know the better difference. So we'll talk about first professionals. So if we talk about the professionals, the major thing is that, boss, we won't be able to do it because we don't have much time.
Yes, that's a major constraint that working professionals face.
Correct. So what I told them is that you don't have to give extra time towards it. It's already they know. Basically, they know all the things because they were doing in their practical life. It's just theoretical things and they have to achieve it. So I just guide them that you just go with the consistency. Hardly 1 hour, 2 hours, max a day. They can easily go with it. And what they actually go for. Because they just have to refurb everything. They have already done all such things. Because a professional, we can assume that those have skills, experience, even they have certified degrees with them. So they just have to brush it up themselves. That's it. While if we talk about students, students are a tough case. Like, first of all, their major thing is consistency. They are never they never go with their consistency always. But at the same time, the one who are firm, that who has to do it, they will. No matter their college clashes or exam clashes, doesn't matter. But yeah, they even also have the good time enough. Like, at least they can take out 4 hours a day and they can easily ace it in a very simple manner.
So we can say that especially for college students, they can complete, they can take up the CMA US course and they can easily complete it before graduating, before completing their undergraduates or postgraduates.
Yeah, I did my USCMA just when I was undergraduate.
Okay. So but dedication is required, that consistency is required whether you're a working professional or you're a college student, right?
Correct. I always give my example whenever a student calls me that, sir, I won't be able to do it. So I just give my example to them. Let's see, this is what I used to do during my USCMA journey. So see if I can, you can also.
Absolutely. Okay, so then another thing about USCM is that, like, it's not only restricted to commerce students. So how do you encourage, especially students coming from a non-commerce background? Because CMA US is a course which is open to any, any background, irrespective of whether you're a commerce student or a science graduate, anybody who is planning their career in finance. So first, so do you ever feel that, especially people coming from a non-commerce background can face a difficulty while preparing compared to the commerce students, because for them the terms might be different, the terminal, in fact the accounting terminology might be different. So in such case, how do you encourage them, like what exactly tips you provide to them that it motivates them to continue their journey? Because there are cases where people actually feel that, I'm coming from a non-commerce background, so whether I'll be able to crack it or not. So this is one more, you can say a stress or a fear people have in their mind before taking up a final call for CMA. So in such scenarios, like how do you, encourage your students?
Correct. So recently only in the last Jan-Feb window, one of my students passed one part of USCMA, who is actually from science background, and is actually studying for his science only.
Okay.
So the main thing that a student which is from other than from commerce is there, he or she must have to be reliant with this accounting terms first of all.
Okay.
They must go through, like, it hardly takes 2 months.
Okay.
Because it's damn easy, nothing much. So that they can learn. At the same time, the syllabus of USCMA, it's not only based on accounting, it's majorly of management accounting. So one can easily understand.
Okay.
Yeah, some portion is there which is accounting, while major portion which I find is more of management. So one can easily go through with it.
Okay, so do you feel that people coming from non-accounting background, they do need to have refer to any kind of basic accounting terminology books, or kind of a, before opting for CMA US, that awareness with the accounting terminology is necessary, or like if you're not coming from non-commerce background, you can easily cope up with the course?
Correct. See, that depends how the student is. Like recently, one of my students is there who is all based on science. His complete background is from science. He's in Saudi.
Okay.
He is a working professional working under the accounting field.
Okay.
Now, the major thing is that he is known to the accounting terms. So it is easy for him somewhere.
Okay.
But a student from a non-commerce background has to learn all these accounting terms so that it would be smooth for him. He won't be doubting himself.
Right. Okay. So now talking about CMA US, we have seen a huge demand has in last 5-10 years. We have seen there has been a huge change in the graph of CMA US. So how do you feel the industry right now, where we have AI, ChatGPT, right? We have Copilot. So how do you feel that in this emerging technical technology, advanced technology, CMA US is one of the necessary certification, especially for finance professionals? Like how, as a CMA US yourself, so how do you see, will the the introduction of AI, introduction of this advanced technology have an impact on CMA US? Do you feel that, or how finance professionals should see actually?
Correct. See, the first thing is that every professional must have to be competent. So we have to get ourselves updated every now and then. So we must study ourselves, like all those things, whether it's AI or anything. In a few months or recent years, there will be AI integrated in USCMA. That is for sure. There will be.
Okay. Yeah. I think that is one of the topics also. Technology and analytics has been introduced.
Correct. But it will be in a depth for sure.
Okay.
At the same time, technology is automating, that is for sure. But the major crux is that CMA syllabus is varied. Like there are so many roles in it. Cost management, you need a manual work. Performance management, you need a manual work. Risk management, again we do manual work. Data interpretation, data analytics, manual work. Data interpretation, data analytics, for all such things we need. We can say automation is there, but still there's a various roles which USCMA teaches us where we need an USCMA professional only. So no AI or no automation would be much reliable to these ones.
Okay, so Aman, there is one question which we get to hear, like, will CMA US help us to get a job? Like, this is a very common question we get to hear from the college-going students, right? So, how do you think, the MNCs are still like, do you still think that the MNCs are hiring CMA US professionals? If they are hiring CMA US professionals, apart from CMA US qualification, is there any other extra skills they prefer in that professionals? So how would you, like, if any student is asking you, like, sir, do you think like companies are hiring CMA US professionals? So how do you take this question? Because see, competition is increasing, right? Competition is increasing. We have other certifications like CPA, ACCA, IFRS. So in this competitive market, as a industry, as a trainer of a international certification like CMA US, so how do you see, what do you exactly feel like? What makes the MNCs or the companies hire CMA US?
The one who is competent. I always define that the one who is competent, the one who knows, one who is updated for all such things. Basic skills that a student must have are those, let's say, AI awareness, which is emerging nowadays. At the same time, business intelligence, communication skills on top, very much needed. Some soft skill knowledge one must have. Decision analysis must have. Financial modeling, data analytics. All these areas a student must be knowing, which almost USCMA teaches. So yes, MNCs are always and always opening positions for USCMA professionals, and there are openings, but it all depends on one's skills, expertise, one's knowledge and experience. That matters. And always main thing, the employer's requirement, what they want. But yeah, there are various opportunities, as we can see in the current market for USCMAs are there.
Okay, so what is the minimum salary a person can expect with the CMA US qualification? Like if a fresher is completing a CMA US qualifications today, so how much he or she can expect in today's competitive job market?
Correct. We can expect up around, let's say, 5 to 6 or 7 lakhs per annum. That's what we can expect. But I say it's a base. It's a base. Yeah.
Base. Correct. Yes. Okay. So like if a person is going for the USCMA, even in today's competitive market, they can get themselves higher with companies, and they can have a package of the starting package of 5 lakhs per annum in that case.
Correct. With some very little basic knowledge and everything should be there. That is much needed. Like, what should I expect from my employee? At least he must know the soft skills. He must know a little bit communication skills. He must be a little independent. He must be knowing some features of this governing body.
Yeah, this is very important because especially students feel like after completing CMA US, they're like CMA US will help them to get the job, obviously. But again, there are certain other factors also matters when you are being interviewed by a company, right? CMA US, you can say it's a milestone, it's a stepping stone that helps you to approach multinational companies. But at the same time, as a interviewee, even he or she needs to prepare themselves, for the interview and for getting that job.
Correct. That is absolutely important. Important.
Okay, so I believe, Aman, now there has been certain changes made in CMA US, exam structure. So if you can just give us a quick, difference, quick detail about the changes that has taken place in the recent exam structure. So I'm sure people who will be watching, who will watch our videos, they'll get an idea about it, because many learners are not aware of the changes that have been made in the CMA US exam pattern. So if you can just quickly give us a small, a kind of a briefing, so that it becomes easy for those who are taking up this program.
Sure. So, IMA, the body of USCMA, that is Institute of Management Accountant, has just made a very little change. That is, earlier it was MCQs plus essays. 100 MCQs plus 2 essays. Like if you complete 50 MCQs, you will be able to give essay marks, essay questions. So under that essay-based questions, 300 word scenario, 2 scenarios will be given. Following that, 5 to 6 or 7 questions each will be there, and you have to interpret the answer. Let's say you have to answer it in depth. You have to answer the whole structure, show your calculations. Everything needs to be typed. Okay, so that was case essay-based questions.
Okay.
But now, after this May-June window, which is applicable completely from September and October 2026, it's completely 100 MCQs plus 2 case-based questions.
Okay.
Now this same pattern, same marking. Yes.
Okay. So from essay questions, now it has come to case-based questions. So here, it has be kind of a detailing answering, or how?
No.
Okay.
Just point to the answer. Even you don't have to type any answer.
Okay.
Only the numerical answers to be typed.
Okay.
Let's say my answer is 500. I will just type 500. That's it. No other things. They have made a very easy and simple thing. Some drag and drop options. some, let's say, filling the blanks, some drop down options. Options are already there. You just have to match them. So that's make a speedy thing.
Okay, so can we say like the upcoming CMA exam would be smooth for the exam attendees to crack it compared to what we used to see earlier?
Correct, yes. Because see, what was happening now, that students were not much proficient with their typing skills. So due to that, there was a lack of time management.
Okay.
Now, you don't have to type anything. Just within a second, you can answer. And even answer is on your pace. You can easily see the answer in front of you. So just you need to match it up. Nothing else.
Okay. So, Aman, like in coming days, like students who are planning for CME US, so like how would you what would you suggest them, like if they're taking up the course, what are the small things, like they should keep it in mind while preparing for it? If you can share some tips and strategies for the learners who are planning, who are exploring, whether they are working professional or fresh graduates, or students who have just passed out their board exams and they have entered their college. So if these category of learners are planning for USCMA, what suggestion would you like to give from the trainer's point?
Sure. What I have observed so far this year is that students generally just mug up the things. They just know the formulas and they just apply their own traditional method of learning. But what I have seen, USCMA is not something that we can ace it with this traditional knowledge. Just looking at the scenarios, just looking at those topics. I know all the topics, doesn't matter. You must be clear with your concepts. That's what the main thing is, actually. Conceptual clarity should be there. At the same time, the applications must be there. We must know what to apply, when to apply, what inputs are needed, whether inputs are needed or not. That is also important. So, USCMA helps you think beyond your current thinking strategy.
So, how they should plan their study? Like, should the study plan be different for a working professional, and it should be a different for college students? Or when they have to plan their study, how different a study plan of a working professional should be from a student?
Okay, so basically, I have seen professionals are much proficient with their applications and everything. They know what to apply. They know
they have a practical experience.
Correct. But the fact for our students, they lack on such things. So better for them is to practice, is to understand the crux of our concepts, is to just like mixing the concept and just drinking it up. To have so much applicant about. Students have to be practical. While doing the theoretical questions also, we must be practical ourselves. We must be thinking that if I am at that place, how would I do? Or what will I do? We just have to be ourselves in that questions. Then only it will be easy.
Okay, so to clear the CMA US at first attempt, what strategies or what kind of study plan one should do? Like if they have to, if anybody is appearing for the exam for the very first time, because everybody would want to clear the exam for the first time, at the very first time. So in this, in order to crack that exam at first attempt, how would, what suggestion would you give in this case?
Never give up. Always be consistent. First thing. So, because CMA is such a course now where every single day you will doubt yourself. Whenever you will give a mock, you will get low marks, you will doubt yourself. So what I suggest is just be consistent, whether it's good scoring or bad scoring, doesn't matter. Show up with a more harder thing, and clearing the concepts are much important for us USCMA students who want to achieve CMA in the very first attempt.
So by consistent, you mean to say what? Like they need to practice more, or they need to revise the the concepts, like exactly like when it comes to consistency, how this consistency graph, how do they need to maintain it? Like
they need to correlate both. They have to go parallelly both. Reading, practicing, understanding the concepts, plus revising again and again. That makes them more efficient. But plus more on that, we must be knowing the current market situations. We must be aware about the things going on. Practical application must be known by us. Very important. As I said, read, practice, understand the concepts, mock. We must test ourselves to know whether we are doing good or not. So that consistency should not be broken. That's what I feel.
Okay, so now one thing, Aman, like say if a working professional, like they work from 9 to 6, they have 9 to 6 jobs. So if a working professional is preparing for CMA US exam, as a trainer, as a faculty of CMA US, and as a CMA pass out by yourself, how much time should a working professional should give? Like to prepare for CMA US?
I always suggest take a proper time. Yeah. Sorry to cut you off. Yes, ma'am.
No, please go ahead. Okay. No, it's okay. Go ahead.
I must prefer that I want a thing that a professional student, I know, he's knowing all those terms, but he must at least know the pattern, how the questions will be. Because see, a professional must be getting difficulties in solving these questions for sure. Because questions won't be any much easy. The pattern of some questions is much complicated. We don't know what they are asking sometimes. So they must know, first of all, they must be reliant. At least they must score a good in their mocks. They must be confident. We can say a span of year should be given by a working professional for USCMA. That's more than enough.
And on daily basis, if they have to prepare, so how much time should they give on a daily basis for CMA US?
2 hours max. It's okay.
2 hours. Okay.
But then it will take 1 hour.
Right.
Because a good wine takes time.
Absolutely. That's a fantastic statement you have made. Definitely a good wine takes time. So Aman, do you still feel that people should take up CMA US and they should go for it? What your suggestion would be for the new learners of ours or still people who are exploring it? What would you suggest?
They should take up. But what I would say, you must take up, finish it up if you're taking it up, because demand is there and it will be there. We are professionals and we will be in demand every single day and night, because we are thinking beyond. After completing USCMA, I have seen so many changes in my life. Like being USCMA, I am now holding so many things. I am now making own my decisions. I am just doing so many things. So it's only because USCMA has made me independent. So that's what I feel. But at the same time, we must not just have a full stop. We must add on things. And anyhow, as I told, I am a CMA, cost efficient and timely basis. With that, a suffix is also getting. So we must gap it up.
Absolutely. I believe learning has no ending, and people who are still planning for CMA US in 2026, they should take up. And right now, as you said, the changes that has taken place in the exam pattern, I'm sure this will make their journey more smoother. Thank you so much, Aman, for joining me today on this Zoom talk. I'm sure you are one of the most youngest trainer I know when it comes to CMA US, and I wish you all the best, and I hope the strategies, the tips, the ideas which you have shared today through this Zoom talk will definitely benefit people who are looking forward to this program. And once again, on behalf of Gyan Hub, I wish you all the best. I hope you do much more good, more well, and achieve more success. And you be and we hope to work together very soon.
Sure. Thanks a lot. Thanks for these kind words. And it's an honor for me to be here.
Sure, and we'll definitely keep on continuing these kind of Zoom talks. Sure. I'm sure that will help our learners to gain more and more knowledge. Thank you, Aman. Thank you so much for